Hello my dear students, in this video I will explain about prism. Okay, refraction of light through prism. B portion, it is present in your concise book. Okay, portion B and page number 82 you can see this portion. Okay, so students, first you need to understand what is a prism. Students, according to your book, a prism is a transparent medium bounded by 5 plane surfaces with a triangular cross section. Okay, means it tells about a three-dimensional figure of prism. So just there will be a triangle, another triangle, and add them. That is a prism. Think three-dimensionally. Okay, three-dimensionally you think it's very easy to draw a 3D prism. There you can see to this surface, this type of surface. Okay, if you just look at by this way, you can see these are called refracting surface. Refracting surface, there is two refracting surface, and below this one is called base. That is called base. Okay, these two structure you just compare in your mind. You can see, students, two refracting surface inclined to each other. They are inclined. Okay, so light fall on this path and it will refract in between the prism and it will bounce back. Okay, suppose this way it will fall, go, and it will bounce towards the base. Okay, so towards the base means suppose a light ray fall like this way, it will refract and the light ray bend toward the base. So this prism always bends light towards its base. Why these things happens, that I will explain after some time. You can understand why all these things happen, but here the basic things you need to learn. So this is a prism. Here I have given another definition. You can see a prism is a solid, homogeneous, transparent and refractive medium bounded by two planes surfaces inclined at an angle. There is an angle that is called A, or angle of prism. Okay, remember A, or it is called angle. I am writing angle of prism. Very important. Here also this is the A. Students, there is a, if a prism, this three angle is 60 degree, that is called a regular prism. Okay, it is called a regular prism. Okay, it is called a regular prism. So just remember the and student, this light ray we can say that is incident ray, that is refracted, and outside that is emergent. Emergent ray you learn in the glass slab. There you can see a lateral displacement takes place. In glass slab you can see there is two surface is parallel, but here two refracting surface is inclined. Glass slab there is parallel, that's why lateral displacement takes place. But here two inclined, that's why bending happens toward light towards its base. Okay, means light actually can go straight this way, but it is going this. Okay, you can see the refraction takes place like this way. Light can go like this way if there is no barrier, but it is going due to the presence of prism this way, means light go this and it will bend. So this bending of light happens due to the presence of a prism. There is a prism. Okay, so actually light can go straight this path, but it's bending. Why this thing happens, I will explain, no problem. So that is everything about prism. I think students you understand what is a prism, and what is the refractive surface of the prism, and what is angle of prism. Okay, what is its base. Okay, everything, what is a regular prism, everything I think you can understand. Now coming to the refraction of light through a glass prism, very important. Here I will explain the refraction. So first I am drawing the prism. Everybody draw with me in your copy this portion. Okay, this is a three-dimensional figure. You just, if you hold in this way, you can see this structure from one side. Okay, so students, suppose this is a incident ray. Suppose I am drawing an incident ray like this. Okay, so that incident ray, here is the normal perpendicular to this surface. This is the surface, and it will be the normal perpendicular to the surface. Similarly, so you know it is air, prism air. So rarer to denser means towards the normal. Okay, towards the normal bending happens, means it will move towards the normal. This is normal, so towards the normal it will fall on the another surface. Then when it will again, it is the here it is the normal. Okay, so that is the cross section, means normal, both surface. Normal always draw perpendicular to the surface. This is the surface, it is the normal. After fall on the surface, you know it is denser to rarer, means away from the normal, it will away. This is the away from the normal. You can see towards the normal means it can go that way, but no, it will bend away from the normal. So we just nothing, we pass a single monochromatic light through the prism and we see its deviation. When it will go enter the prism, it is called incident ray. Okay, that is incident ray. Between this one, you can say refracted ray. And students, according to the glass slab, you know it is called emergent ray. Okay, so students, now we calculate the math what is present in your book. Calculate the math means the value that I will show you. Okay, if it will come in the exam also, you can derive there. Okay, so just follow it. So it is the emergent ray. Now students, if I say this value, you just remember, if I say that light should not deviate, it can go on this path directly, it can go straight this, but actually it is go there this way. If we just extend the incident ray and emergent ray, where it will meet this angle, students, this is the what deviation happens, means light actually can, suppose figure this light can go this way, but it bends this, means that is the delta, that is called angle. This is known as delta. Okay, which is known as angle of deviation. This is delta is equal to, or del, angle of deviation. And this is, students, you know, A means this is angle of prism. So don't forget, just make notes with me. Okay, I hope you can understand. So that is the delta. I hope, students, now you can watch it very properly. So that is the delta. Okay, so here it is N2 normal cross with each other. So students, if this angle, you know, with the normal, this incident ray, that is I, if I consider that is I, that will be the, you know, that is the incident angle of incidence. Similarly, students, inside, that is the vertically opposite angle, this whole. So this whole is equal to the I. Students, you consider it's I1. Okay, then it will be easy. So then this inside this whole angle, you can say, but as ray is moving on this path, so with the ray, with the normal, that is the R, that is R1. Similarly, students, this is R2 and this whole angle is I2. Let's check it, yes or no. Let's check this thing. Okay, let's check this thing, students. You know, with the normal, we are talking about the refracted this ray, not this one, this upper portion, this one. So I just calculated to understand what is angle of deviation for this delta. But just think about this ray only, it is not present. So with the normal, incidence ray form angle of incidence I1. So I1 is the angle of incidence. Okay, angle of incidence. And first case, R1 is the refracted angle. Okay, angle of refraction. Similarly, students, with the normal, refracted ray with the normal, this is the normal, that is the first angle of refraction. Then again here, so maybe you are thinking, sir, this is the E, emergent angle. In glass slab you draw this. Yes, students, you can write that also, no problem, angle. But according to the principle of reversibility, of light. Students, there is a rule in your book, you can read that principle of reversibility of light. That means if you directly 180 degree, if you reverse the light path, means if you fall the light from this side, incident, refracted, emergent, same angle will come here, means same path it will follow. The light will follow the same path when it will vertical, means totally 180 degree opposite if you change its path. Okay, means from this path totally you just opposite that path, means the light ray follow the same path. That's why students we consider from this side it will be the incidence ray, it will be the refracted, similarly it will be the emergent. Okay, that's why from the principle of reversibility we write it I1, it's I2, because from this side you can see that is the incidence angle of incidence. Now students, I hope you got the value. Okay, there will be no much problem to understand. Okay, so let's move. Now see, you can see this I1 is equal to this whole portion, because student vertically opposite this type of, say suppose it is I1 and you know this is the refracted ray go. I am showing you the what condition appear, and that is the R1. But students, so what will be this portion? This will be I1 minus R1. Similarly students, in this case you can see here is the normal, light go out, it is R2. Okay, it is whole this one I2. Similarly you can see this position I2 R2 I2. So this, it is the prism, so this one will be equal to I2 minus R2. You understand or not? In math, simple I am applying the geometry, you know vertically opposite angle are equal. So I1, this above this portion will be equal to I1 minus R1. This above this is equal to this. Similarly student, this portion is equal to this above portion. So here just to congested the picture I am drawing here. So I2 minus R2. Now students, the condition you think like this, deviation angle and this portion I am drawing here, you can see like this structure happens. That is delta, that is I1 minus R1, and that is I2 minus R2. Okay, I2 minus R2 means you know that exterior angle is equal to sum of interior angle, means delta will be equal to, now this is the formula you need to write, delta is equal to opposite sum of opposite interior angle. So that exterior angle is equal to sum of this interior angle is equal, means delta is equal to I1, the value you know, I1 minus R1 plus sum of I2 minus R2. Students, if you understand up to this portion, no problem, there will be no problem. Just I applied simple two rule of geometry, and your totally the derivation present in your book, it will totally come. Okay, similarly students, now if you solve it, you will get the formula, or delta is equal to, just bring I1 I2 together, I1 plus I2 minus R1 plus R2. That is a value is given in your book. Check the book and make yourself understand. I hope you properly understand value of delta. Now students, now another one formula you need to arise. Another one formula. See this quadrilateral means what's the relation? We will bring a this angle of prism inside this formula. How we will bring it? So think about this quadrilateral. I am drawing this quadrilateral, this portion. Okay, it's like this. This is the angle of prism A. Inside there you can see like this two normal. This is a normal, this is a normal. Students, you normal means it is 90 degree. That is 90 degree, because normal is always, you see, this is the normal with the surface, this is the surface with normal. See, surface, this is the normal, then this whole angle will be 90 degree, and here also this whole angle will be 90 degree. Okay, now just forget about that angle of deviation, delta, I1, whatever I have done before, just forget about that. Now think about the quadrilateral, this quadrilateral. You can see that is 90 degree, this is A, and this below, joining of these two, will be equal to, you see here, 1 R1, 1 R2 means 180 degree minus R1 plus R2. Any problem, student? Think this below triangle. One triangle, you know, sum of addition of angle of a triangle is 180 degree. So it is R1, it is R2. That means this is 180 minus R1 plus R2. This will be 90 degree because this is normal, it is a normal and surface perpendicular, and it is angle of prism. So students, in a quadrilateral, in the same way, the 3 angle addition of triangle is 180 degree. Same way, quadrilateral 4 angle addition is 360 degree. That means A plus 90 degree plus 90 degree plus 180 degree minus R1 plus R2 is equal to 360 degree. That means, students, A is equal to, if you solve, you can see A will come, this both will go right side and it will cut 0. So A will be equal to R1 plus R2. So if you put the value of A over here, delta will be equal to I1 plus I2 minus A, or delta plus A is equal to I1 plus I2. So that is the relation between angle of deviation and angle of deviation. That is the relation between